ABC News Special Report. Here's Hoda Kotb.
Good morning. Good to see you. You are coming on the air right now with breaking news. A massive global technical outage tied to CrowdStrike, which is a major cybersecurity provider, has knocked critical computer infrastructure offline all across the country and, in fact, all around the world. It's an issue with a software update. It's impacting lots and lots of Microsoft computer systems worldwide, from businesses to emergency services, 911, traffic lights, transit systems, and it's having a major impact on airlines as well. American, Delta, United, they're all keeping their flights grounded. You're looking at some live scenes from the airport. It is chaos again, 6 a.m. on the East Coast, and this is the scene now. They're having difficulty even printing any kind of boarding passes. This, of course, is a developing situation. The full scope of this problem remains to be seen. And Brian, as we get started right here in Studio 1A, we should point out computers at NBC News right here as we're getting on the air. We're trying to do some workarounds here to get on the air. But this is something that's affecting people worldwide. Yeah.
It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. And, this just goes to show you how quickly and how easily Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi can use these devils, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, to completely disrupt the whole planet. First and foremost, before I get started, I want to thank Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi Bahasham Rakakadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of GMS who teach and rule well, who taught me his truth. Salutation, you brothers and sisters that are out there listening and learning, fighting this good fight of faith. And salutation, my fellow brethren that are pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. To you all, I want to say shalom. And open and pray this lesson be edifying to the elect. So as I'm sure a lot of you brothers and sisters have already heard, there was widespread global tech outages disrupting flights, banks, hospitals, and media outlets. So I'm not really gonna read. Let me see. This is kind of a lengthy article. But I just kind of want to focus on in this lesson, how easily, destruction can be brought onto this place, and how quickly it can, Jacob's trouble, can come upon this place, man. So let me actually start off with this video from TikTok. So this is from Houston, when they had the storm over there. So we're gonna just listen to what he says, and this is how, that's why I opened up with the opening scripture, 2nd Ezra 6 and 22. Suddenly shall the sown places become unsown. Excuse me. Meaning the, society, as the saying goes, the fabric of society, being pulled apart. So when something is sewn together, it's in working order, but when it's unsewn, it's chaos, and we already see how, when here in New England, when they say it's going to be a snowstorm or whatever, everybody rushes to the grocery stores and just starts buying up everything. During the CV thing, everybody was buying up toilet paper, buying up sanitizer, buying up masks, buying up gloves, just panic buying, and that's the way everybody, the majority of the people act all the time, because they're never paying attention. Most of the people are always got their damn head in the sand, even though the men of the Lord are out there giving warning, pushing these videos out daily, all day on the highways and byways, talking to family and friends. Most people don't care. So that's why these things happen like this, man, and that's why this society will quickly go down, man. Quickly, turn into chaos, man. It's very evident. Matter of fact, let me get that real quick. What's that? The Proverbs? I think it's Proverbs 23. It's Proverbs 23. Let's see. There we go. 22 and 3. Proverbs 22 and 3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil, and there's a lot of evil that's coming to this place, man. These, as the scriptures say, we are not ignorant of Satan's devices. So, it's possible that they're, because they've been doing these blackouts and warning of cyber attacks and, these different outages with phone companies. As a matter of fact, I believe AT&T just recently had an outage a couple days ago. So they could be testing for something, which I believe they're practicing how to getting everything in order and seeing how the people react and getting everything situated so these devils can move. But the evil is indeed on the horizon, man. Evil goes into bad time. It says Proverbs 22 and 3, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished, man. So the people, the brothers that are going out to the highways and byways and men of the Lord, the prophets, are giving warning because they can see the evil coming and telling the people, to hide themselves, right? The names of the Lord are a strong tower, the righteous runneth into it and are safe. The ones of us that fear the Lord shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty, roughly paraphrasing. That's how you hide yourself. He said his feathers will cover thee, talking about the chariots. He will give his angels charge over thee that, you should not even dash your foot against a stone, roughly paraphrasing. So that's how you hide yourself under the shadow of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, and you will be protected. But the ones that choose not to listen, right, the simple, right, says but the simple pass on and are punished. So let's get this video. Look at how quickly things can descend into chaos.
One day of normal, and here's the beginning of the second day, after we had one single day of bad weather. This is what I've been trying to tell my listeners. This is not a total systemic collapse of infrastructure. This is a temporary cessation. And yet already in one 24-hour period after a storm, every gas station and truck stop along Highway Interstate 45 from Huntsville, Willis, the Woodlands, Conroe, into North Houston is out of gas. I'm on Louetta right now, which is in Spring, a little bit north of Houston. There's a few gas stations that still have gas, but they're not on the interstate. You have to go on Willis a little bit. This is amazing how fast this happened. People are out panic buying right now. There's total blackout across Willis. I live way out in the country in Willis. We have power out there, but during the storm, during the 12, 13 hours of the storm, I was on backup generators. I have 2 generators on my property. And look at this gas station. Oh my God. People are lined up. They're lined up on 3 different adjacent streets just trying to get in here. It's only been one.
Right. And like you said, one day. And the people are already losing it, man. So it's not going to take, excuse me, it's not going to take much for this whole society to collapse, man. So I got a list of things because, we were talking about the computers, outages, and what have you, power outages, right? So I just typed in things that don't work when power goes out. So first you got your electric appliances, your electric stoves, refrigerators, such things like that. Certain phones, entertainment, of course. HVAC is a major one. No heating, no air conditioner. So central heating, you won't be able to turn, on your central heating in your home. Won't be able to flush the toilet. Won't be able to preserve your food, obviously, because the refrigerator won't work. You won't have running or clean water, And speaking about the gas station and the grocery stores, if you don't, well, first of all, if the programs are down, you won't be able to buy anything because you won't be able to make any transactions. You could possibly, maybe with a small store, use cash, but if you go to a major store like a Walmart or something like that, if they can't scan it, they still aren't going to be able, they're not going to let you buy anything. And what would that lead to? More theft, more stealing, robbing, and that things of that nature, So, you can see how it could easily, the society can easily crumble very quickly, and that's why, the scriptures talk about how the plagues shall come suddenly. Let's get this. 1 Thessalonians 5:3, for when they shall say peace and safety. And most of the people, especially here in Babylon, aka America, think after CV and, people can go out, you don't have to wear a mask, and, you can go to the pool every day, and kids can go back to school, and people are going back to work regularly, and they don't have to work remotely, and, there's that and the third. They think that Babylon's going to bounce back, man. But that couldn't be the farthest thing from the truth, man. So these people are saying peace and safety. Then what? Sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. What happens?
Hey.
What happens if these people, any of these people here, desperately need to leave the city for some reason, and they can't even, and they're on a quarter tank, less than a quarter tank, basically on E. But everybody and their grandmother is at the damn gas station. And then eventually the gas is just going to run out, because it's not like there's an unlimited supply. The trucks have to go there every so often to refill the tanks. So between the gas running out, the power possibly being out, so they won't be able to even pump gas because the machines won't work, people are screwed. Sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child. So just like when, the contractions come, they're more spaced out, and the closer to the birth of the baby, the more intense and the more frequent the contractions come. And that's how you know that the baby's about to, and as we're seeing, the same way, these events used to be, a little bit more spaced out, and, you hear about something here, then a few months go by, you hear about something there. Now it's like every other day, something's happening. Every day, something's happening. So that something major is about to happen, man. And it's going to come upon these simple people, suddenly, because they're not paying attention. Let's see. Isaiah 47:8. And this is the average mindset of the average Babylonian, average American, man. Isaiah 47:8. Therefore hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures. Man, ain't nobody worried about nothing until it's happening right at that moment. And that's why people always start panicking, because they're just never paying attention. A bunch of stupid ass people in the world, period. Especially Jake, So as soon as something happens or starts to happen, everybody immediately goes to their grocery store and starts buying up everything, right? Because as the scriptures say, how's it go? Men shall be lovers of themselves, covetous, boasters, lovers of pleasures, more than lovers of the Most High. So, and the scriptures say, the love of many shall wax cold. So that all ties into this Jacob's trouble that's going to come upon this place, man. Because you got a bunch of selfish, entitled, me people running around that can care less about anybody else, trying to do the same thing at the same time, only caring about themselves and their family. So how do you think that's going to play out when everybody's running to the same place, buying up every damn thing, filling their cart, not leaving, like Esau, would you not leave any grapes, just taking every goddamn thing, right? Not considerate of anybody else. All they care about is their fucking self. So what's going to happen when they go into the people that came a little bit later, go into the store and the shit's ransacked, man? And then they don't have no food in their house. And they see, Ned Flanders whistling Dixie down the street, walking to his car with a cart full of groceries, and there ain't no more fucking food in there. They're going to start going upside each other's head, man. You could already see it, It says, therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am, which they're talking about Babylon, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. That's the mindset of the average Babylonian, man. That's the, they believe that this is the greatest country in the world, and it will never see the loss of children or widowhood, right? Even though it was established on rape, robbery, murder, and bloodshed. It says, but these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood, they shall come upon thee in their perfection. Why? For the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thine enchantment. So the Lord is going to absolutely destroy this place, man. Isaiah 30:13. Therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out. Let me see. Well, this is, mainly pertaining to Israel, because Israel loved to trust in oppression. Let me just read it. Isaiah 30:12. Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word, and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon. And this is why we do these lessons, man. To wake you Israelites up and get you to see how important it is to seek your power while they may be found, man. Because all of this disaster is coming very quick. So the Lord said, since you want to trust the ones of the Israelites that don't want to, stay upon Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, they rather trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon, meaning to lean upon or to trust in, right? He says, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant, man. So Jake is going to be, that's why it's called Jacob's trouble. Jake is really going to catch hell in the very near future, man. And brothers have been doing videos, these N-dubs, out here complaining, crying and shit, about the, power's out, and this, that, and the third, and I wish I had a man, and yeah, well, hey, keep that same energy. You was, strong and independent. You ain't need no man. You could do bad all by yourself. All this shit that, these women was saying. Hey, keep that same energy, man. But that's why all this destruction is coming, to this place, man, and to you people, man. Ezekiel 38:11, and thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. I will go to them that are at rest. Ain't nobody worried about nothing until something happens. That's just how it goes. The majority of people are not concerned with anything going on outside of bread and circus, man. Talking about the BET Awards, talking about, stuff with Trump and, all these different distractions and everything. And then when you try to tell them the truth and try to give them warning and try to tell them that destruction is coming, they don't want to hear it. They rather just stick their head in the sand and be a simpleton. And then when everything comes upon them, like you tried to warn them about, then, like the scriptures say, then they shall seek the Lord early. Then they'll say, "Oh my God, what's happening? What's going on? What were those? What was the name of the God? Yeshua, Yasha? Yeah. Oh my God, right? This is how these people do, So this is why it's gonna come upon them suddenly, man. This destruction is gonna come upon them suddenly because they're not paying attention. That's why the Lord said He's coming as a thief in the night. There's so many scriptures that speak about the suddenness of the destruction, man. And just that video alone right here, man.
One day of normal. And here's the beginning of the second day.
Beginning of the second day, and look at how many people are in line for gas, man. They gotta be like 100 people there, at least. Between there and on the other side, 100 cars, easily. So this person that he's next to, these people, they're not going to get no damn gas. By the time it's their turn, if they even make it up there, it's going to be out of damn gas. Why? Because all these selfish assholes are all going to be filling up their tanks. They're going to be filling up gas containers. They're panicking, panic buying. So they're just going to buy up the whole gas reserves that they have at that gas station. And once that one runs out, they're going to go to another one and do the same and do the same and do the same. So it's a major destruction is coming to Babylon and the world. Ezekiel 38:11, and thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely. All of them dwelling without walls and having neither bars nor gates, man. So these people are ready for the taking, man. This destruction is going to be great, because these people, they refuse to the Israelites, a lot of our people, they refuse to repent. They refuse to listen. They're hard-headed and stiff-necked, and that's why the destruction is going to come upon them suddenly, man. So seek the Lord while He may be found, Israel, before the evil days come, So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to speak on that. A prudent man perceiveth the evil and hideth himself. So, what side of history do you want to be on? The ones that seen the evil and started repenting and doing everything they can to be Lord's will in the good graces of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, or the ones that chose to be simple and keep on walking on, and great destruction came upon them. So I hope and pray this lesson was edifying to the elect. In closing, I want to thank Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi once again for putting the Spirit on me to do this lesson, and I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi Bahasham Rakakadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of GMS who teach and rule well, who taught me His truth. Salutations, you brothers and sisters that are out there listening and learning, fighting this good fight of faith. Keep fighting, keep striving, keep pushing. We're almost out of here. Salutations, my fellow brethren that are pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. To you all, I want to say shalom. I want to say a Baba Ball and Kwam Yasharallah. And shalom. To the next one.